Hit that like button just like Tyson.
What's the word, family? Hey, man, check this out. It's been reported that Florida officers, Florida Sheriff Department, has gotten revenge for what Trey Songz did at the AFC playoff game. Now, if you don't know what Trey Songz did, Trey Songz had an officer in a chokehold and he allegedly punched him in the face when the officer was trying to play tough with him. So what they do? They came at the kids, man. They came at the kids, man. It's been reported that a high school in Florida, children were so happy, man. They were walking through the hallways, just singing Trey Songz, music, you know what I'm saying, walking up to the cops like, let me hear you say, ah, uh-oh, 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 say, ah, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? But the cops, man, they really took that shit to heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, we can't trust police officers in the school system, period. Why is the school system filled with cops? You know what I'm saying? Is it any alternative to police? Is it any alternative for police? Because from what I heard, the young lady that was attacked by the officer had already been calmed down by faculty members at the school, and the officer took it upon himself to get back for his brother in Kansas City. So let me read this to y'all, man, because this is some bullshit. All right. A rep for the sheriff department says the officer involved was a school resource officer who was in the process of trying to stop the students from fighting. So what did he do? He tried to stop the students from fighting by fighting his damn self, man. And the crazy part about it is you fighting teenagers, bro. You see what happened when an officer ran up on a grown man. That grown man happened to be the prince of R&B, Trey Songz. He got his weak ass put in a headlock. He got leg locked. You know what I'm saying? Trey Songz was dropping bows on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do nothing with Trey Songz. They had to call the army over there. And the officer, from reports that we got, the officer was the goddamn aggressor as always, man. They always aggressive, angry. They come to work just mean as hell. You know, that's like my job. My job, you know, when I work second shift. So when the third shift people come in, man, they always mean. They always got a mean mug. It's like, man, I do not even want to be around their ass, man. That's exactly what these police do every day. But it goes on for every shift in the police department. They hype them up in that fucking roll call, and they send their ass on the streets to do their bidding and do damage on the community, man. Now check this out. They said that the officer tried to stop the fight, but from what I heard, faculty members had was the ones that actually stopped the fight and was actually talking to the girl when the police ran up on her, grabbed her from behind, tossed her on the ground, making her hit her head, causing her to fall unconscious. This the way they treat our kids in the school system, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cops, why do they have to be in the school system? You know, why is it cops in the school system? And forget that. Let's think about this. Why do they have guns and they work for the school system? When has a student shot an officer? Besides, you know, the white schools, yeah, they had those type of shootings or mixed schools, but why should the officer carry a gun on him on school grounds? He shouldn't, man. He shouldn't be able to carry a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? He should have his gun put in the locker, and only time he go get it is if shots are being fired. Because he got his radio. He got other equipment. So the only time an officer should have his gun on him is if shots are being fired. But you know, they scary as hell, bro. And even when they try to act tough, they can't be tough, man. You seen what happened at that football game. That officer got his ass handed to him. Then it took a million officers to come over there to help him. That was a man-on-man fight. All right, so let's get back. Let's dig just a little bit deeper into this right here. I want everybody to pull their shovels out because, man, we're going on a digging mission. So let's go ahead and dig. All right, the officer was in the process of stopping the student from fighting another student. Okay, whatever. They tell us our office is in the initial stages of the investigation. So once again, we got police officers investigating police officers. You know what I'm saying? How y'all think that's gonna turn out, man? Tell me that. How y'all think that's gonna turn out? Cops investigating cops. You know, I say this, right? If an officer put his hands on a student, that should be the last time he works for any school. The school system need to make that part of their code of conduct. If the officer happen to put his hands on somebody, bodily harm, he should not be able to work for any school system in the state, bro. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth, man. They collecting video, witness statements, and relevant information to the incident. All right, we already got it on video, but the way they showing this video, I wouldn't be surprised if the police put it out there because they don't have a fight on video. They just show the officer slamming them. So from what I heard, she was not fighting when an officer walked up to her, just picked her up, slammed her head on the ground. She went unconscious. She was not fighting at that particular time. What's wrong with these officers, man? That was the only fight in the school that day, and they went with full force. Full force, bro. All right. A video of a cop slamming a female student to the ground and seemingly knocking her unconscious. She definitely was unconscious. It's raising serious questions about the level of force used here. Well, of course. Of course. You ever heard of breaking up the fight? No, cops get in, man. They get in, they get into the fight, man. They get into the fight. They don't break the shit up. They escalate the shit. You know what I'm saying? A cop should mandatory take a week off and talk to a psychiatrist every goddamn month. That's what I'm thinking. Every month, they need to take a week off and just talk to a psychiatrist, man. Real talk, because these guys are mentally ill, bro. They mentally ill, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't got common sense that the good Lord gave them. All right, so let's get back into this. Let's dig just a little bit deeper. All right, so seemingly knocking her out unconscious is raising serious questions about the level of force used here. The video was shot Tuesday at Liberty High School in Oskalina or Oskalesa, whatever, Florida. What does Solomon say about Florida? The craziest people in all of the world come from all of Florida in the Bronx, right? All of Florida in the Bronx. Every day, every donkey of the day, I tell y'all, somebody from Florida is getting a donkey of the goddamn day. Now, this officer needs to be put on blast, get the donkey of the day, and let's find out if he was one of the cops that ran in the Capitol, because something telling me that that guy took off on January 6th, man. Something's telling me this guy took off, or he had a headache. He had to take 2 days off because his ass ran up in the Capitol, man. All right, let's dig a little bit deeper, man. You can see a young woman, allegedly a student, with her hands behind her back. Now, check that out. In the video, that's what you see. A young woman, and they say allegedly. What's with the allegedly here, man? Is she a student or is she not a student? Now, y'all trying to throw doubt in on this situation. And that's some bullshit, man. They trying to throw doubt in on this situation. But she's allegedly a student. Does it matter if she was a student or not? Does it? She's a woman that had her hands behind her back, clearly, because y'all said it in here, but y'all refused to say that she was a student. Oh, so maybe she was somebody that came out of nowhere, walked up to the school for a fight. Now, that could happen, but I doubt if that happened. You know why? Because cops, it's plenty of videos with cops putting their fucking hands on kids. Now, I know for a fact that they got get back for Trey Songz, man. I know that for a fact. That was get back for Trey Songz, man. Because like I said, the kids, they was walking around the school playing his music. You know what I'm saying? They was walking around singing, "Girl, I invented that. You would think I invented that. Give me that neck, officer." You know what I'm saying? These officers was pissed. They was pissed off, man. So all right, she's allegedly a student, right? With her hands behind her back. They say with her hands behind her back because the video shows clearly that the young lady had her goddamn hands behind her goddamn back. The deputy slammed her to the ground. There was a loud bang, like a gunshot, man. It was a bang as the girl's head slammed into the concrete, and she appeared to be immediately out cold. What y'all think about that, man? Let me know in the comment section because I'm talking, but I need y'all to talk so we can interact and try. Great minds need to think alike, man, but they also need to work with weaker minds. They need to work with weaker minds so that the weaker minds can become great minds. That's why I said every police officer need to take a week off at least every 3 months and go to a psychiatrist, man, and go to some type of violence prevention. These are the angriest people in the country, bro. The police force. A loud bang as the girl's head slammed into the concrete, and she appeared to be immediately out cold. Now we got somebody, man, that tweeted, man, Lulu Neff. She tweeted, "This is Liberty High School. And I've seen my share of body slams from that school, not only by the officers, but the deans as well." See, that's the thing, man. The people that work in the school, man, they get the officers' permission to attack these students, man. Treat them like animals, man. Don't think it's no need to reason with them. Slam this girl, man, and everybody that saw that shit is traumatized, bro. Every student that saw that shit is scared of the cops, man. I'm gonna tell you that because they don't want to get knocked out like that. Grown ass man. They say also, I've seen grown ass man hop on top of girls and hold them down while they are clearly in distress. Those police officers. It's unclear why the sheriff's deputy was at the school or what led up to the deputy's involvement. You know what I'm saying? The sheriff department would only tell us that the incident is under investigation. One person who posted the video said the girl was already separated and under control by one of the faculty members when an officer came out of nowhere, picked her up, and body slammed her head first on the goddamn concrete. And y'all wonder why I get up here and I'm so angry and upset every time I do a video. Because guess what? Like I told y'all, the mainstream media don't give a fuck. You think this story was on the mainstream media? Nah. When I looked this story up, it was only one source that had this story out there, and they're not even the media. You know what I'm saying? They are the media, but they something more like me. It was from TMZ. You know what I'm saying? So TMZ is not the media. It's not Channel 7. It's not Channel 2. It's not Gail, Oprah's best friend. TMZ is something like me. You know what I'm saying? They just tell how they feel about shit. But I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel. Y'all already know I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. Y'all already know that. So tell me how y'all feel about this fucked up situation. And guess what? I got a feeling that the kids gonna keep going through this type of shit because they're gonna keep on playing Trey Songz music in school around the officers that fuck with them every day at school, and then the ones that fuck with them when they go home. We got police surrounding us, a police state. They talking about on Fox News. The Democrats want a police state. The black community is already in a police state. Y'all trying to fearmonger. But the black community is in a police state. You gotta wake up, walk to the bus stop, police surrounding you, all type of shit. Go to school, police all in there, all just to hurt you. They all there just to hurt you. Tell me what y'all think about this story, fam.